EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Carolina Panthers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Now this time he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
What's that? Ready? Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
On first down, Akers, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Check 180. Check 55 to right. Watch the slant. Check 4. Express. Express. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Who there? Express. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's go.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
buzz, 3 buzz. Eight. 55, my God, 55. Stop.
Newton on third down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Haskins will throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Second and 10 now, Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Newton. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Redskins' 2-yard line.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. First carry for Darius Geis. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready up. Check. 59. Touchdown.
They'll run with a North Carolina native. This is Bryce Love. Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We might start getting some props here in the booth. That one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Love. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look at each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one complete to Reed. 15 yards on the play, first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. 2nd down, Haskins. And he slings one that's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Hauling it in, Nelson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Haskins back to the air. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Brian Burns able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
And it's 3rd down.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
55. Express! Strip that ball. Mike 5-5. Express! Mike 5-5. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 20. 55. Mike 55. Come on. I'm coming.
On second and a couple. Newton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. I got it. Check. 36. Express. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. I got it. Great.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on second and 10. To throw again. Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a game of 5. Brings up second and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Great.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Mike, set. Ready to eat. If you don't get this, boy, you think you won't get this? You think you won't get this?
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Now Newton on third and goal. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington, and now fourth down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Set.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Gun.
Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
Stay with your man.
Back to throw, Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Gerald McCoy able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And shutting him off. Now open field. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking win calls.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Gerald McCoy. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on first down. Akers. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson, his second sack of the night. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Forced out to his left, and he slides to avoid the hit. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Haskins. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. K1 short. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Ready? 780. 57. What we got? What we got? What we got?
A nice pickup on 1st down, 7 yards.
They don't want it. Keep playing on check, Mike 57, Mike 57. Let's go, D.
On 2nd down, Akers. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Haskins to throw it. Taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Gerald McCoy make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 17. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let them know. Shift.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline? Nope, no, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so dominant that they don't believe that they can get beat. This is much more of what you see in a high school game, maybe some of those mismatched college games. But in the NFL, any given Sunday is a phrase they take seriously. And guess what? That was probably going to backfire.
55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Hey, check.
On 2nd down now. Akers, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now it's Newton. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the carry, it's Love. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 50. Check 50.
4th down. Here's Haskins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. K1 short. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
180. 65. Not today, you are. Not today.
Throwing here, Newton. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will extend this big lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do.
Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis trying to run inside, but nothing there. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Geis with a carry on second down.
Good work, boys.